Hi, welcome to the Coastal Business Channel. Today we're going to discuss businesses that never fail. 7 businesses that never or rarely fail. Okay, I don't want to say ever because there's probably someone that's like, no, I did that business that failed. But these businesses don't fail, and I actually have the percentage of success rate for the United States. So vending machines. A vending machine business, you can actually contract with them and set up a vending machine and see if you can place it at a mall or a strip mall or a laundromat. Those businesses succeed 90% of the time. Laundromats, that's another good one. Now you have to, make sure you're setting it up in a market where laundromats are needed. Are there apartment buildings that don't have wash machines and all of that? But laundromats succeed 95% of the time. That to me is like pretty huge. I used a laundromat when I lived in Chicago. No, I didn't. I don't know. I've used a laundromat. I'm not sure where. I only a handful of times. I've definitely used laundry at hotels. The apartment buildings I lived in had their own laundry rooms, but laundromats are successful about 95% of the time. Rental property, this one surprised me a little bit. It only succeeds 85% of the time. I mean, that's still pretty high, but you do need to pay attention to how much you're buying a building for. How easy is it to rent out? Do tenants have more power than landlords, as is the case in New York City? I've heard it's also the case in California. I heard someone had to pay their renters $20,000 to leave after the end of a lease in Northern California. Sounds like California to me. But so make sure you're aware of the laws and who has power and what it would take to evict someone. Like if they don't pay rent, when can you evict someone and all that kind of stuff. So pay attention to that. Self-storage facilities, okay, I think I said it right. Rental properties succeed 85% of the time. Self-storage facilities succeed 92% of the time. And I see them popping up everywhere. So part of me is like, oh gosh, they're popping up everywhere. Like, be careful. And the other one's like, well, clearly there's a ton of demand, else they wouldn't be popping up everywhere. There's one that's like popping up catty corner from another one. So I'm like, wow, that is crazy. So look into that if you're interested. I mean, to me, that seems like a pretty good deal. And then you make sure you have your contract set up. So like if they don't pay for 3 months, you get to confiscate their stuff. There's that TV show, I forgot what it was called, but it was something like you're buying the contents of a storage unit. It has a better title than that. But look into that. Transportation business. So trucking, UPS, Uber driver, Lyft, all that. So those businesses, slightly lower, but they succeed 74% of the time. I think that would be like a fun business to get into if I didn't have my current job. I'd love to be like a Lyft driver, but maybe only like in safe areas of the country. Is that a great job? Agriculture succeeds 88% of the time. Now, I would have to do a lot more research before I went into agriculture. So I think part of agricultural success is there's a lot of government subsidies. Holy crap, subsidies. So look into that. What do you need to do in order to qualify for these subsidies to make your agricultural business successful? And the last one is dump truck. And do you know that dump truck is the most successful business out there? And you can buy a dump truck for as little as $15,000. So imagine you get a loan and get a dump truck and you get it up and running. So 95% of the time, dump truck businesses are successful. I think that would be really pretty cool if I didn't have a bad back. There's so many jobs I love to do if I could clone myself. I actually think being a trucker of an 18-wheeler would be really cool. I don't know why. I've always thought that. Actually, I had a friend that did that and he made it sound really cool. So yeah, and I think I would be like the anomaly, like, skinny white girl, like being a truck driver. Am I allowed to say that about myself? Sorry, someone let me know if I'm not. I would think that, I think that I would be like the outlier and I'd be listening to my Tiffany, oh my God, it's not even Tiffany Swift, is it? Shit, I need more caffeine. Taylor Swift. Tiffany was really popular in the 1980s. She had a couple of songs I like, and I am that old. But I do like Taylor Swift. I've been listening to her when I go running because my daughter has Spotify, so I just hop onto her Spotify account. Anyway, so yeah, I would do that while I'm driving my 18-wheeler down. But yeah, a dump truck only costs $15,000, and owning a dump truck and having a dump truck business is a 95% success rate, whereas transportation in general is only 74%. So if you can't decide between buying like an 18-wheeler and traveling and a dump truck, I'd do a dump truck The other thing with dump trucks, I would imagine it's more local. So 18-wheeler would be great if you want to like go across the country, which is what I would want to do. We'd have to like go by the Grand Canyon and go through the Sierra Nevadas and all the places that you're probably not driving an 18-wheeler, but I would want to do that. Dump truck is probably more local because they're not really built for like highway driving. Anyway, so those are 7 businesses that never fail. So vending machines, laundromat, rental property, self-storage, transportation, agriculture, and dump truck. Somehow I'm on my 8th finger when there's only 7. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Take care.